Previously on the circuit.
2-pair fold.
Team pro for a reason.
Oh man, it's the worst feeling to get knocked out first in a tournament.
Pretty active table actually.
Everyone would only want to come first.
Nice to play with all the great players.
It's time for event 2. This is where we get to see the next lot of 7 lock horns.
Super. Glad to be here. The setup is awesome. I just went up, had a look. It's beautiful. Can't wait to hit the tables. I was struggling with motivation throughout the last year, and circuit really brought out the competition in me. And I'm just excited to play poker again.
You have these two categories of old school and new school. So the cash players usually fall in the old school, and the new school are all these, wizards.
The competition is obviously going to be very healthy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with some new faces.
I think there is more understanding about the negative points this time. So decision making is going to be slightly easier.
We've got defending champion Lakshpal Singh, and he's going to be matching up with some of our newcomers, and fierce ones they are. Mohammad Azhar and Jagdeep Singh. These are two guys that everyone's been wanting to see how they play. Jagdeep is a well-known crusher in all formats.
I truly believe that poker should be a sport where people who are trained to play poker should play with each other. This was a format which was right up there, and that is why I really was excited to come here and play.
And Mohammad Azhar currently running super hot, fresh off a 1 crore victory in PokerBaazi's 25 crore GOAT.
I've played a bunch with them. I think some of them I've known for a better part of 6-7 years at this point.
I mean, last circuit was amazing, right? I mean, the response that we've got for circuit 1.0 was so amazing. Super excited.
Colin.
So let's get right to the action. Dealer, shuffle up and deal. Here we go, bounty table number 2. 7-handed. One of them has already gone all the way last season, and that is, of course, Mr. Lakshpal Singh, the newly appointed PokerBaazi team pro from Delhi. If you were designing the perfect poker player in a lab and sprinkled in some extra wit and charm, you'd likely end up with Lakshpal Singh. He's accomplished all things possible on the online felts in India, including 2 NPS medals, but it's the title of the defending circuit champion that makes him the envy of everyone else. He'll be doing everything he can to hold on to his crown. Laksh gave up a career as a CA after going to the best college in the country. However, he did not give up the work ethic. He puts in the hours, he puts in the study, then puts on his signature sunglasses and crushes. He also never gives up. Don't forget he made a comeback from just 1 big blind in the first season to get the points that took him to the finale, where he won it all.
He's looking fresh also.
And away we go, another table for this bounty event. This table was actually being discussed as the tougher of the 2 by our table 1 participants. Time to see if that's the case.
I call it the boss table. There's the actual boss, there's the end boss, there's the guy who likes to boss people around, there's one guy who just looks like a boss.
Who's that?
That's Justin Segal, obviously.
And aces on hand number 1 going up against ace king suited. Oh my, welcome to the circuit, Jagdeep Singh.
I'm not kidding you, I might have the studio also. Vegas, I was playing one of the...
He's been 3-bet. Does he want to 4-bet? We are starting out 250 big blinds deep. Jagdeep is no stranger to deep stack play, being a cash game expert. This is where his experience might come handy.
Keep in mind, the man with the ace is also a cash game expert, also a PLO expert. So, let's see how this goes down.
Are you Sapra fan? Are you Sumit Sapra fan?
10-4-5 rainbow. Beautiful flop for aces. Every once in a while, you might be up against a set, but apart from that, you have the best hand.
Is that a tremble?
Yeah, his hand's shaking. The table notices.
Now I'm feeling cold.
Is it the fact that he's cold, or is he excited with the aces? Jagdeep calls, and it's the Queen of Diamonds on the turn. A safe card for Vinod to bet. In fact, Jagdeep has ace-king suited. He could easily have ace-queen. Vinod wants to get value. And the quick call from Jagdeep once again in position. An absolute brick, in fact, better than a brick. Now 2 pair for the aces. Queens and 10s no good anymore.
Yeah, Vinod loving that river. Won't be too concerned about a 4.
Call in.
And he goes for max value. Wow.
A 1.5x overbet. Never getting called by the ace-king. Jagdeep lets it go.
QQ? Yeah, son. QQ? Huh? He said bad fool. Vinod has come firing. QQ? Bad fool? QQ. Vinod not scared to get minus 30.
It came in used to us.
Well, how do you feel looking at aces and collecting a decent size spot on the very first hand? Might feel like he lost out on some value there against ace-king suited.
Vinod is fucking ready, man. Like,
hey, my big blind, take it easy.
Trolling me and all, now you watch and all.
He's watched the last circuit properly. He said, let me pull down PSL, ESL full.
Man with a vengeance.
500.
Excuse me?
India level good.
7 deuce?
But it's suited at
In
it.
comes the hammer.
I like how you think.
Azhar, here to play. Channeling his inner Tom Dwan. And Vinod here to play as well. 3-betting Jack 10 off.
You look angry, bro.
So any
bad fold, good fold.
Trip कर रहा है.
Basically seat number यहाँ पे मतलब seat number 2 होता है बा ऐसे कुछ होता है और 3 होता है ताय तो ऐसे बोलेगी bad fold, tight fold, good
Fold all this.
Laksh, well experienced with Vietnamese poker rooms, educating us. Meanwhile, Azhar has come along unbelievably with 7 deuce, has called the 3-bet.
I mean, obviously, they're suited.
He checks in position for some pot control. Laksh taking this moment to ask how to count in Vietnamese from Jaswant Sehgal. Famously, Hanoi is his second home.
Tafo.
अभी बताया भी था 7 के रेस किया था बोल रही.
Buy. 7 is buy.
Yeah, we're up to 7, I believe, now.
Flop check, turn check.
And another check in position. The gut shot now as well. 3 diamonds perhaps giving him pause, but now the queen means he makes the straight with the 1 card. He's actually played it perfectly, Adi. It's as though he knows what Azhar has.
And now, oopsies.
2,500 is the stab. It's never working against the straight. Vinod actually looks like he's about to bump it up. Gave Azhar the bad news.
Pink chips in the middle. Azhar's cards join them.
भाई तू hoodie मत पहन. Don't wear a hoodie.
कुछ bounty वगैरह 3 hands in a row.
I'm not even sure if I can get a live read with his hands like shaking or is he just cold or what the fuck is going on?
No, he's cold. He's trembling.
He's fucking vibrating.
Actually, as soon as I sat down, like I forgot to bring a hoodie, so I felt quite cold. And you know, I thought, okay, I'll just fold this hand and I'll go get a hoodie and come. And turns out, you know, you look and you get 2 aces, and now you don't know what to do.
Vinod Megalmani, one of the poker masters himself. Vinod is like the snow leopard, moving silently through the tough terrains of the Felts, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. When the time comes, the strike is swift and deadly. If looking at him doesn't give you the feeling of zen, talking to him certainly will. The Bangalore native seems completely unfazed by the ups and downs of the game, an ultimate superpower to have in poker. Perhaps that's why he can play 8 different PLO tables at the same time and still win millions. An online tournament crusher who made the switch to cash games, Vinod has the chops to succeed across all formats. Not making the finale last season will give him the drive he needs to take his spots. He'll be eyeing the PLO event to try and dominate, but the competition this time is fierce.
Vinod Running away with it for now. Early chip lead thanks to the aces and the follow-up. Playing the rush, as they say. King 10 suited now under the gun. Doyle Brunson said, Addy, you should always play the rush. You're feeling confident, you have momentum, the table is scared of you. Vinod seems to be heeding that advice.
He'll fold.
If Doyle said it, it's correct.
He'll try to raise and steal.
Laksh is attacking though with 9-5 suited, and now Azhar wakes up with ace-queen suited in the small blind.
I smell a 4-bet.
He knows Vinod should be light. He knows Laksh might attack Vinod because he's light, so he's going to attack from the small. He has a premium. Ace 3 off on the other hand, not so much a premium. And not so much folded yet either. Interesting. Oh goodness.
The leveling has begun.
Does Jaswin have some ideas? He's reaching for chips. This would be a 5-bet. You don't see that every day from the big blind. Once again, Vinod open, Laksh 3-bet, Azhar 4-bet, and Jaswin has piled in 12,300, and Azhar shows and folds.
Ace queen diamond.
Ace queen suited.
Show one now, bro.
I wanted you to call, I would have called. Show one card.
Show king. Show ace. Show king. Show 5.
Jack.
Come on, Jason.
Now, I know my friend over here, Chandler, is very capable of 4-betting light and ISOing the thing because he understands what's going on. And he exactly did that. So I was actually expecting him to do that.
The only one thing I was afraid of was that Jaswin was looking a bit interested, and I was afraid that he will think I will not ever have a hand here and he might just go over the top with something weak, which is exactly what he did. So I waited up a bit, but it just did not work out. I 3-bet, I had 4-bet and he called 5-bet with Lakshpal and me in the hand. I just didn't think he would, try to be that light versus us, which he was. And I folded ace queen suited rightly.
I look at my hand, I see the 3 first and then I see an ace, which is a great hand to actually call 5-bet with because I have the ace blocker, and given my image on the table, I don't think anyone is really going to mess, and I didn't actually think anyone was really strong. So I did think for a bit and I said, fuck it, I got to do this, and I 5-bet and he snap folded ace queen diamonds.
Chander ke bhater.
वो भी diamond
Problem is, me having ace queen was scary for myself also there. Like, who's gonna believe I have a hand there? You didn't believe I had a hand, right?
Obviously not. That's why I did
The
this.
fucking problem.
I believed you had a hand, actually, because you made it really small.
Something like that.
Azhar getting a taste of the one and only Mr. Jaswin Sehgal. You'll hear us calling him the OG for a reason. If it's poker, he's been there and he's done that. And his passion for the game somehow still exceeds the young blood he's surrounded by. When he's not dominating the cash game in his hometown of Mumbai, he's calmly crushing tournaments online. The runner-up from Season 1 dominated each event and just missed the top prize. He'll out-talk you, he'll outplay you, and he'll certainly out-party you. He barely missed the top spot last season, and he famously did not ever look at the point structure even when he was a lock for the finale. He just kept gunning for first place in every event. Vietnam is his second home, so he certainly has home turf advantage. But as long as you're on a poker table, you're on his home turf. A living legend of the game, this restaurateur turned poker pro knows the recipe to your soul. Watch him cook.
Revealing a bluff like that, showing a 3 in that spot after 5 betting out of position, that's the kind of thing that'll wake the table up. I think everybody's going to be a bit looser than they were 2 minutes ago.
Sick guy, man. Rod.
Damn.
What a guy.
Interested to see what Jagdeep is thinking about all of this, being his first time here on this circuit watching these maniacs.
And someone who doesn't have an aggro image is 4-betting you, cold 4-betting you.
I don't even know how that works out.
अच्छा hand भी fold करना पड़ रहा है.
4-2 suited, and Ruben Labru has some ideas. Oh, that is mighty frisky.
It's a good idea. I like the idea. This is my kind of scene.
Baby suited one gapper.
Hold'em, I think Jagdeep would probably be the worst. No, actually, he'd adapt. He can adapt. Huh?
It will take me a couple of days.
No, it won't take you a couple of days. It'll take you 3 levels.
Navi actually pointing out how Jagdeep might adjust very quickly to the Hold'em format.
Right, and Ruben's going to get 2 callers for his 4 deuce. Let's take the flop.
That looks like my kind of a flop.
Check.
Oh, absolute honesty right there. From Azhar says it's my kind of flop. He's got the flush draw. Ruben with the gutty.
I don't know about you, Addy. Seems like it's Ruben's kind of flop as well. He's opening 4 deuce. Could hit the jack 6-5. That's the story he's trying to tell anyway. Just has a gut shot. Bets into 2 people.
That always looks pretty strong.
Just a call from Azhar. Could have raised it if he so desired. Decides to realize his equity, and now the deuce actually gives the best hand to Ruben. A very, very hidden best hand. It's the kind of spot you want to check. He has so much equity, a pair and a straight draw. Check he does.
This always kind of bums me out because it ruins the bluffing plan.
And that's 6 on the river. It's actually worked out for Ruben. Check mark with bottom pair. Azhar check behind with the flush draw. Now he hasn't connected. Ruben checks once again, trying to get to showdown. Azhar knows he can't be winning with 10 high. Is going to take a stab. Let's see how big it is. Oh my. Oh, it's big. It's very big.
Way more than the pot.
8,000 into 5,000. This is called being very polarized. Azhar is trying to say he's hit the 6 and the 6 exactly.
But Ruben is thinking right now the flush draw missed. I blocked the straight. And he's wondering whether he should put the cape on.
The hero call mode has been activated. Can he pull the trigger and show down his deuce? 8,000 chips is going to cost him, and he goes for it. Azhar says you got it, but Ruben shows proudly the 4 deuce suited.
थोड़ा छोटा रह गया भाई छोटा रह गया थोड़ा
One time back.
Yeah, one time back.
You bet what, like 2x spot? I bet almost 1.8x. 1.8x spot tha.
Bit of a needle perhaps from Jagdeep, suggesting a bigger bet might have worked.
Gabru, 2-4, under the gun.
Not under the gun, cut off. I really don't do the target game, you know. I just play. I play the player, I see what mood he's in, I see how he's playing today. If they're aggressive, you go passive against them. If they're passive, then you play aggressive. And you just take spots according to like how the table is, you know, not really targeting any player. Azhar, I think he's also kind of street player only. He can also do very, very crazy things. Same like how Navi can, you know, but it depends. I don't know, maybe he doesn't perform well under pressure, that he's on stream and all that. Those things matter, you know. When people don't see your cards, you play very differently. You need a different kind of person to pull off big bluffs on stream and all that. I think so. We'll see how Azhar plays. I haven't played too much live with him, but I think he'll be a good competition in the new players.
हम तो कहानी बनाने वाले लोग हैं.
अरे बहुत 8-9, 7-8 ये सब हैंड्स है ना.
हमारी कहानी
10-8, 10-7 फ्लश ड्रॉज.
वही तो बात है. जिस दिन हम कहानी सही से बेचते हैं उस दिन अच्छी कमाई हो जाती है.
True story.
Just when getting busy again, King Jack off, opening from the cutoff. Fair enough. King Queen for Navi. We're still very, very deep. Decides to 3-bet it. Always taking the aggressive action if he can.
50K what? Dong?
No. Baazi got 23. 50K में ये मिलेगा ये वाला.
Or one this thing.
1-5K chip.
Let's face it, Justin's gonna come along. Loves to play his friend Navi in position. Is dominated though. Quite a look Navi's giving him too. 10-9-3, 2 spades. Both have 2 overs and a gut shot. Navi's is best. Way the best, in fact. 86% equity. That's 2100. Shouting out his own screen name, Bazigar21. I don't think he's allowed to play anymore, though, on PokerBaazi, to be fair.
Correcto. Conflict of interest, which is good, not only for security, but also many bankrolls have now been spared.
Should have raised. Just win 69.
Oh, and the absolute worst card on the turn for Navi. He binks top pair, but Jaswin gets the nuts straight. Navi drawing dead to a chop, and he's betting again for value. There's 2 flush draws on the board. He wants to charge his opponent, little does he know, is Jaswin sitting there with the goods.
And Jaswin smiling, he couldn't help himself.
Yeah, that's quite a tell, isn't it?
But these guys have their own mind games going on. That smile could well as be, I'm about to do something naughty, or I have it. Either way, that's between them.
You don't see that every day, though. The smile and the raise in position. Navi needs to know that being raised on the turn is dangerous. He's sitting there with top pair, has the king of clubs, could play a role. Has the redraw to the gut shot as well, which would just be a chop. The ask is for almost a third of his stack, and he lets it go. What a fold.
Good fold. Very good fold.
Good fold, good fold.
A great fold from the man himself. The captain of the ship, the founder and CEO of PokerBaazi, Navkiran Singh, aka Navi, returning to the circuit once again, stepping into a storm that he himself designed. An old school player with grit forged in late night cash games before poker went digital. His efforts over the last 10 years growing the game in India through PokerBaazi are unmatched. Whether his operational and deal-making talents make him a good poker player, or his poker talents got him his success, it's tough to say. But his instincts are razor sharp, and his reads uncanny. This is his arena, and he's playing with the pros to prove a point. Last time round, he made an epic comeback to make his way into the finale, and a bad beat with pocket aces no less ended his run. This time, he won't be leaving anything to chance.
Back to the action. The table's still full. Blinds now 200, 400, the starting stack. Worth about 125 bigs at this stage. Vinod has opened it up with Queen Jack off, bit loose. It's a hand that I personally am not too comfortable with playing in early position, but these guys know what they're doing post-flop. Navi will speculate. Jagdeep calls with pocket deuces, and Ruben spoils the party, says 4,500.
And it's a mystery hand.
Let's go. Mystery hand is squeezing, which is to say one person opens, one or more people call behind, and Ruben puts in the squeeze. Gets rid of Vinod, the pre-flop raiser to begin with. Vinod has been squeezed out. Navi though, putting up resistance. He's out of position with King 10 suited. It's dangerous.
छोड़ दे, अच्छा स्पॉट नहीं है, क्या करेगा?
मतलब लग गया तो
चीज़ ऐसी बोलता है.
But what if, Jagdeep, what if?
And there it is, Addy. The what if comes to fruition. A deuce on the flop. Jagdeep disappointedly looking down. It goes check, check. The pre-flop raiser Ruben not betting the flop. And now it comes an ace.
That's a relevant card for when someone's 3-bet more often than not, but looks like Navi is going to take the aggression here, donking out into Ruben. Brave man.
Yeah, Navi is representing an ace, but when Ruben checks behind after 3-betting on the flop, it's Ruben who should have an ace. What do you think Ruben has out of here? He calls. Ace seems likely. Anything else?
Well, it's Ruben, so could really be anything. He is one of the more creative players here at the circuit.
And Navi now fires again, a double barrel on the river with essentially air after Ruben is called on the turn.
That's half his stack, by the way. And Ruben with the mystery hand. What's he gonna do here?
Oh, he just rips it. And we see he has the 10-8 of diamonds. 3-betted pre-flop and flop the flush.
It's crazy.
And look at Jagdeep. He knows what he's dodged.
मेरा तो लग गया था सेट फ्लॉप पे.
लग गया था?
हाँ, लग गया था भाई.
लगा दिया था फ्लॉप ना? ओके मैं फ्लॉप देख के
दुगिया थी ना.
मैं फ्लॉप देख के मैंने कहा यही है वो
नहीं कर पाऊंगा कुछ.
यही है वो फ्लॉप जहाँ पे
I like getting minus points.
क्रिएटिव चीजें आ जाएगी.
पहले तुम
तेरा फ्लैश लग गया फ्लॉप पे.
नहीं भाई सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन ले लो यही भाई.
क्या लगा भाई?
King है.
हम भी छोटे-छोटे ही पंच मारते हैं. छोटे-छोटे पंच ही मार रहे हैं अभी.
Navi fearing finishing last, getting minus points. He is by far the shortest stack. Absolutely crippled after that failed bluff attempt.
Stacks now. मैं more comfortable short stacks सुनने. पता ही क्या करना है.
Even I am more comfortable with you as a short stack.
That's a compliment, I guess. 15 points for the bounty, let's not forget. As we've hit the break, players are just going to take a walkabout. And we see Navi with King 8 suited and Jagdeep has aces. Navi opens on the button. He's not going to get too much credit. Jagdeep 3-bets, but because Navi's opening light potentially from the button, Jagdeep doesn't get credit and Navi comes along. Oh, this is getting really dangerous. A king and it might just be over here. And it's a king in the window. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but GG, brother.
I think so, Addy. This is just not a hand you even want to get away from. You cannot put your opponent on the absolute premiums. Look at that. Navi just calls. I do like that, by the way. Most of the time, Jagdeep would not have connected. You want to keep his bluffs in. In this case, he's betting for value. And Navi raises and gets it in. Jagdeep with a wry smile.
क्या है bro?
मेरे पास bro आ गया है.
Damn. बस्ट हो गया. ब्रेक से पहले बढ़िया है.
Last hand break पे आ गया.
अच्छी भी है.
भाई.
King है.
दे दो थोड़ी bounty चाहिए भाई.
That 15-point bounty likely about to make its way to Jagdeep Singh.
Damn. Busto.
Been out there for moral support.
And that's it.
GG.
GG, Navi.
Sure. Cheers. Good luck. हमेशा point minus ही आते हैं.
All right, we got our first bust out. I know you're a little disappointed, but I have some good news for you. If you remember, season 1, you busted in the first event, and then you shipped the second one. It was PLO, and if I'm not mistaken, the schedule says PLO is up soon.
Yeah, I mean, I hope history repeats. I mean, I'm a little bummed out because I couldn't even play too many hands and just didn't get into the zone.
Later on in the PLO then, your strategy, you've seen the table draw. You seemed happy about it when you saw it.
Yeah, a bunch of players who don't have a lot of PLO experience, and I mean, I'm just hoping I can do what I did in the last season. I mean, I finished last, came first, came second, qualified, so I hope that happens again. And I've been here, I've been in the same spot. I call it Deja Chu. So, I don't know, I'll have to come up with strong guns again, and hopefully it's PLO, so I don't know.
And just like that, we have our first elimination. Navkiran Singh gets -20, 6 players remaining. The bounty goes to Jagdeep, all other players eyeing the 80 points up top.
What did you have?
I had aces. So.
मैंने तो एक ही थे. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं था.
That tension that always looms before the first elimination should have dissipated. Let's see what it leads to. More action, perhaps.
Bad fold. He says bad fold, right? Go fold.
Nice.
Laksh is getting a pretty good price here to see the flop. He's got, what do you call it, Vidhu? The big blind discount?
Big blind discount, but what about Ruben? Calling with the small blind, much lesser discount with 7-3 suited. He has a mountain of chips. And I think he's going to be a non-entity in this hand. Look at that board. Ace-8, deuce, 2 clubs. Laksh with the flush draw. Top 2 for the pre-flop raiser. Azhar. Ace is up.
Azhar, of course, always hyper-aggressive. The bet size is standard so far. Let's see how Laksh responds.
Yeah, he's betting small into 2 players. He blocks aces and 8s. It's unlikely to get action, except Laksh has the flush draw. And Laksh decides to play it fast, as they used to say. Check raising with the draw. This is a semi-bluff.
मेरे को भी लगा पावर नहीं मैंने उस एंड का पार्ट देखा उसका
Azhar just calls. He's going to string Laksh along. He should be able to put Laksh in a flush draw quite often.
Oh dear, look at that turn. Right, so if a flush draw wasn't good enough, how about an open-ender to go with it?
Look at those outs. We're running out of space up top. 15 outs, 2 of them folded. 36% equity is plenty on the turn. I don't see how Laksh doesn't barrel again. Well, he checks for now. Playing it tricky. He'll take the free card in case Azhar offers it, but Azhar has 2 pair. Should be looking to get chips into the middle.
If I know my man Lakshpal Singh right now, just calling is very passive and also kind of obvious. I have a feeling he's going to do something a little more dramatic.
It's tricky. He's getting the right price. 6,500 to call, 18,000 in the middle. It's actually favorable pot odds, but you're out of position. It's tough to get paid even if you hit. And he just rips it in there, and Azhar flicks in a chip for the call. What a huge pot this has become, and it comes down to 1 card on the river. 13 outs going once for Lakshpal Singh. It is Azhar at risk though, so the bounty is in play 36% of the time. Laksh has a monster stack and a bounty. Can he clip it? Oh, is he praying at it?
You kind of do, because there is the old saying, too many outs is not a great thing.
I saw him close his eyes and almost will a club. Let's see if it works. Oh, it's a brick. Azhar gets a massive double up. And Laksh showing emotions for once.
Can't blame him. Thought he played that really well.
Kind of like my line a lot. I think if he has something like ace-jack or ace-queen, he's in a very, very shit spot and mostly has to fold. And also he knows I'm capable of bluffing that spot, so he's going to float hands like queen-jack backdoor, king-queen, king-jack, and might like start bluffing those on the turn, so I already get those to fold as well. So yeah, I mean, kind of just sucks that he woke up, but that happens. And I was happy with how I played. I don't think I did anything too crazy or out of line. I was playing pretty solid and taking my spots as they came.
Lakshpal is surely the one I look up to the most, and I would say that I'm afraid of most in this field. I've had a chance of sharing the table with him quite often, and not very happily, but I would say that he gets the better of me mostly. So I think I'm really looking forward to playing with him.
Well, we have a new short stack on the table. It's Mr. Season 1 winner himself, Lakshpal Singh. If he didn't have a target on his back as a Season 1 winner already, his 15-point bounty will certainly secure it. Queens now for Ruben Labru. Ruben with an actual hand is dangerous. Nobody expects him to have one. Let's not forget Laksh being under 10k. He is the master of grinding short stacks as well, isn't he?
You know, I'm just going to forget about Lux for a second there and take note of Azhar 3-betting 7-3 of diamonds. Maybe perhaps, like you said, people don't believe Ruben when he has it, but I think this is more a case of Azhar just likes the blood.
Azhar just doing Azhar things. He's the Tom Dwan of the circuit thus far. Going up against queens. King high board, and he manages to flop a flush draw. I think that happens like 1 in 9 times. Azhar running pretty good considering how the hand has proceeded thus far. Enough equity to be comfortable in fire. And Ruben, 1 overcard on the board. Can't feel too happy about that for now. Will continue. Way too early to fold, and out comes the ace, the second overcard.
Azhar, like he almost knows it's the perfect card. Fires 11k.
That's a big bet too. He's picked up additional equity, by the way. He has the gut shot to the wheel as well. Has put some pep in his step, not that he needed it.
And queens can't take the heat.
Can we rabbit in this? No, right?
Rabbit कैसा?
Choose one card.
सारे draws मैं block कर रहा हूँ.
एक पत्ता उठा.
I don't need to see.
Azhar asking for the rabbit hunt to see if his flush would have come in. Gets in the needle to Ruben.
I always struggle with people who go out of line, you know, and like the people who study and all, I feel like it's not that tough. They don't get too out of line. He's again one of that category, you know, the exploitative players who can get creative. So it can be like big pots with him basically. I can either win big or lose big, which I'm kind of ready for. Like I also don't mind that.
Mohammad Azhar, a newcomer to the circuit and the young blood at the table. Emphasis on blood, because that's what he's after. He's not happy with reading your soul, he wants to own it. In the poker world, we call them lags, loose aggressives. Azhar is a hyper lag, an antidote to the computer boys, and when he pulls off the sick bluff, you best believe he'll show it to you and add salt to the wound. His prowess in high-stakes nosebleed cash games around the world rivals some of the best in the field. But more importantly, poker is a game of momentum. And this man is arriving fresh off securing one of the largest prizes ever awarded in India. 1 crore for his 3rd place finish in the biggest online tournament of all time. PokerBaazi's GOAT. Let's not forget his NPS medal tally is one of the best of all time. 9 medals, including an astounding 5 golds. His online screen name is Chandler Bing, but if you've come across him at the table, chances are he leaves you crying, not laughing. And the sicko that he is, he'll love every moment of it.
Bro, card protector चल रहा है LP पे, you don't need a stack, bro.
6 players left, 5 of them likely feeling the ICM pinch because Lakshpal Singh has a tiny stack. They don't want to bust before him.
That's actually a fair deal only.
Minus 10 points to the next player out. Vinod gets busy with the premium, ace-jack suited under the gun.
This time Vinod has a hand.
Laksh seems to know. Indeed, Vinod does have a hand. Ruben Labru. Suited 1-gapper. Will try to hit the flop. He's in position.
See, Laksh has borrowed the hammer from Azhar for a little bit of luck.
Yeah, that amazing card protector, Thor's hammer.
I guess he's worthy.
Sounds like anime.
Oh, and what a flop. Jack 5-4. Azhar called 5-4 suited in the small. It comes top pair versus bottom 2. 2 top pairs, mind you. Ruben Labru has also hit.
Call.
Vinod continuation bets into 2 people. Ruben calls, and Azhar needs to know these players need to have something. Now might be the time to bump up the action with bottom 2.
And bump it up he does to the tune of 10,300 chips.
What a dream scenario when you have bottom 2. You unblock the top pair card. And you can see here, both players have a jack. And ace-jack suited, too strong for Vinod to consider folding at the moment. Ruben, though, seems to know he's likely beat.
Good disciplined fold there from Mr. Labru. And wow! There we go. full house just like that for Azhar on the turn. And that's actually an interesting one, because if I'm in Vinod's shoes, I'm really wondering what to do here.
Yeah, it's a very difficult spot. Azhar's gone small here, and Vinod actually quickly calls. When Azhar check raises into two people, he either has a strong draw or has the kind of hand he does. Could have a set of fives as well.
7 does connect with some of those draws that Azhar could potentially have, but he goes for max pain.
This is a 6 spot. The backdoor flush has come in as well. Azhar should not be doing this too often once a hand like 7-6, 8-7 does make a pair. But he's capable. That's the problem. In Vinod's shoes, you just don't want to get owned after all the showdowns Azhar has had with all kinds of rags. Does Vinod think Ace-Jack is good here? I would not want to be in this spot. Can't go about putting your opponent on full houses, and yet that's what Azhar is repping.
4-5.
Does not use the time bank, lets it go. Laksh guessing 4-5, and Azhar reveals that indeed that is what he had.
4-5.
No, top fold from Vinod there.
No, but he can have all ace 4 also.
I'm saying at 4-5.
4 is a raise only.
So Azhar is a little bit of a wild card because he is both a tournament player and a cash player, and has been playing for quite a long time. And he did finish third in the greatest of all tournaments and plays a lot live. So I think his element will be, playing live, where he's played so many tournaments where he probably definitely know how to maneuver. So I think he'll definitely be on the, snuck side. So let's see, it's going to be interesting because he could definitely go both ways.
Azhar, new to the circuit, but certainly not new to poker. Comfortable as you like, enjoying himself, as one should do. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Azhar very much embodies that philosophy.
4-5 pull-outs laga raha hai.
Poker is a game of skill.
Mine's up, right?
Yeah.
16.
Ruben with yet another suited connector. Will open it up from the hijack.
Laksh still looking for that hand, can't find it just yet. Azhar, another ace.
6-7 भी क्या ही करेगा? यही करेगा.
Okay, this is something that I want to see. Two creative, aggressive players in the hand. Anyone else want a piece of this? No. No, thank you, they say.
No, I did. It's just that line here makes absolutely zero sense because the truth is out there.
No. I thought he was thinking, having evil thoughts there and perhaps wanting some revenge, but he gets out the way.
That we can believe.
4-5 is also like that. 4-5.
Fair fight. It's almost a flip in terms of equities. Jack 10 suited versus Ace 9, and it comes 8-7-6. Something for both players, but Azhar with a clear lead. He has the open ender and 2 overs. Ruben with 2 overs and a gut shot. No backdoors though.
Needing each other's cards.
Ruben cannot represent much on a flop like that. Does not favor the pre-flop aggressor at all.
Azhar can represent pretty much anything from any spot. So there you go. 2,500 is the bet. How will Ruben proceed?
He might have enough to continue, but out of position it's tricky.
8-5.
Well, not if you decide to check raise it. This is purely exploitative. This is not a board you're check raising too often as the pre-flop raiser. Ruben could have any hand as well, let's not forget. He's shown down some crazy ones. These guys have a dynamic building. The 4 deuce will be ringing in Azhar's ears right now. And he comes along with his open ender, does have a diamond to boot. Another 6. Mind you, when Ruben check raises, he's trying to say he has a set of some sort, which would have become a full house right now.
And if you're bluffing, the story's got to be believable and the betting has to be in line with that.
Perhaps why Ruben checks. If you've boarded up on the turn, you might want to keep your opponent in the mix. And now it comes another 8 on the river. Does Ruben want to try and represent? I'm not sure, frankly, what he wants to represent.
12.
Well, he bets anyway.
No way! Oh my god! I can't believe
Bro, I'm telling you, the hand you checked on this board is sets and 9 cents.
Oh my god!
And Azhar just mucks it.
There's like no value also in that, like very less.
Laksh didn't believe it for a minute.
Azhar and Ruben picked up the heat, and they're both like really aggressive players. They play a wide range of hands. They play a lot of street poker also. And yeah, that you can see that, you know, in their chip stacks. It'll always like be like either they'll have a big stack or they'll be out like early on, you know. So that's the kind of high variance game style they play. And I think they're both very good players. And Ruben, I think, is very, very tricky. And Azhar is, of course, a new addition, and he's going to like surprise everyone. And I think I kind of expect both of them to make the finale.
Ruben Labru treats poker as an art form. Each hand he plays, he can create a chaotic piece of modern art with wild strokes, or find a different gear and deliver a perfect precision portrait. He is absolutely fearless at the table and will make moves no ordinary player will ever consider. With 2 gold NPS medals and victories in the Indian Poker Masters, there is a method to his madness, which is why he has few laurels left to achieve in poker. When you see his now legendary screen name Corn Kid pop up online, chances are you'll be praying for a table change ASAP. Last season, Ruben's winner-take-all playing style resulted in an epic blow-up, going from first to last on the final table in a matter of minutes. But it's this roller coaster Ruben loves to ride and bring his opponents along for, often against their will.
This is a dynamic that I cannot wait to see play out over the course of this table and perhaps the season. Street poker, Ruben and Azhar, both veterans in their own way of hyper-lag playing styles.
Pot every hand. Every spot, just pot. Just want to say pot. Become like 67% 3-bet, 100%.
Ace Queen suited now for Azhar. He had this exact holding before, got owned by Jaswin. This time around, he's the one opening under the gun. As Azhar said himself, people tend not to believe that he ever has a holding. Is this another Ruben-Azhar battle? Ace-8 off for Ruben?
Looks like it. Oh, hello. Laksh has finally picked up a hand.
Perfect timing as well. Can simply get it in there. Try to pick up the dead money, but the Ace-Queen suited surely will come along. Azhar isolates. He's going for the bounty, as he of course should. And we have a flip.
Classic. Do you have an ace or queen?
Round 2, huh?
Nice. Actually, you should never ask that.
Laksh making sure other people had aces, but the queen is the one that comes on the flop. Oh, he's just trying to will a 9 on the river, but it's an ace.
Good luck.
We lose Lakshpal Singh in 6th place, -10 for him.
It was fun, obviously, you know. The format was really good today. And our table was kind of crazy, so everyone was just going ham, 3-betting, 4-betting, showing 3s and deuces, and it was kind of crazy. So I was kind of sandwiched between all of that with not that great holdings. So I was a bit card dead, I think. Didn't pick up like that many premiums and stuff. And then I had one very crucial hand with Azhar, where I defended the big blind 3-way with 7-9 of clubs, and then I check raised on ace-8 deuce against Azhar's c-bet. The turn came at 10 and it was the perfect card for me. I checked to check jam and I did that, and unfortunately he snapped off with 2 pairs, ace-8. And yeah, and then it came down to a flip and I lost that to get my first minus points of circuit. So yeah, sucks a little bit because tomorrow PLO is on and it's not my strong suit. And I really had to perform today. So it's kind of bad for me to be in the negative zone right now. but it's alright. I mean, I did fine in PLO last time, and I'm going to try my best. So I actually haven't seen the seating draw yet, but I know like all the PLO players in circuit are basically on my table. So it's going to be tough. But I think like, you know, how sometimes I find them unpredictable in Hold'em. They could find me unpredictable in PLO, and you know, I could be the dark horse. So.
Down to 5 on our table. Lakshpal Singh eliminated, but don't count him out just yet for the season. Plenty of events to go. We have Mohammad Azhar with over 100,000 in chips and the chip lead.
40? Should have just about 100.
45. 45.
The last set of minus points on offer.
On offer, Vidor? I don't think anyone wants them.
2 bounties have been awarded already. 1 to Jagdeep and 1 to Azhar. Jagdeep is going to open Queen Jack off from the cutoff. Even I'm comfortable playing Queen Jack off from the cutoff. Well, wait just a second. Maybe I'm not so comfortable when the maniac Ruben Labru is sitting on my left. He's 3-betted from the button, Queen 2 suited. You hear about the suited Ace Littles, King Littles. Man is taking it too far with the Queen Little. Ordinarily, Queen Jack off is not a hand you want to just call a 3-bet with, especially out of position. Jagdeep, the PLO end boss.
He's picking up chips? Is that? That is. That's a 4-bet right there from Jagdeep Singh. Live reads on point, Vidor, I think.
How do they know? This is a bluff, mind you. Queen Jack off is not a hand you want to 4-bet for value, so he's correctly put Ruben on a weak holding. And I just don't see how Ruben can proceed.
Nice bluff.
Bluffy था मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रहा.
मेरे पास ace-8 off था यार. So
तू भी कर सकता था पहले कुछ.
मैं सोच रहा था कुछ करना चाहता था फिर पता नहीं.
अच्छी साइजिंग कर दी थी बस. स्टैक में कुछ कर ही नहीं पाया, मैन्यूवर ही नहीं कर पाया इसमें. सिर्फ भर ही सकता हूँ इसमें.
But यही था, ये who blinks वाला hand था. Whoever blinks wins.
I had a stack which basically just allowed me either to call or raise, and like I thought I would raise to a situation where, you know, like it will give Ruben an idea that I would not raise folding, and then when I raised it, he just folded there, thinking that I wouldn't fold off. So my idea was I made the sizing in a way that, you know, like it seemed like I'm committed to it, but I wasn't really, that he could have jammed, I would have actually folded to that.
Well, 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 he may be a newbie to the circuit, but he's a veteran to the felts. That's Jagdeep Singh, an almost mythical figure in Indian poker. If poker was a video game, he is the final boss. Known for playing cash games at the absolute highest stakes around the world, he handles the nosebleeds, as we call them in poker, with unshakable calm. And when we say high stakes, we mean buy-ins worth houses. He famously switched to the 4-card game only because Hold'em games were banning him left, right and center for being too good. So there's no lack of edge with just 2 whole cards. Originally from Delhi, but now traveling the world to go wherever there is action, Jagdeep has accomplished everything he wanted to in the game. But now, with a new crown on offer, his sights are set. Equal parts studied and intuitive, his challenge will be to quickly adapt to tournaments and the unique point structure here at the circuit.
5 players remaining, each more accomplished than the other. Some of them have been more active in the beginning of the table. Vinod and Jaswin come to mind. Others, later on, Jagdeep, Azhar, Ruben, for instance. Vinod, by the way, Adi, with the open hair is much more daunting a figure, don't you think?
Yeah, I like it. Table presence and literally more coverage.
Jagdeep has decided to bump up the action and Vinod has a hefty chunk of change in front of him, which he's now committing all in. And Jagdeep is eyeing the stack, but looks like he's in the mood to call. In comes the chip. We have a showdown, and it's going to be Vinod at risk. Queens versus sevens for Vinod. Jagdeep in the lead. Vinod needs a 7 to the rescue. None to be found on the turn. Oh, he's using the stand-up equity. It doesn't help.
Good luck, boys.
You lose Vinod in 5th place.
I think I folded Jack 4.
Minus points for Vinod with no bounties.
You want to count first, huh? He won the last and he has
But on to the next one.
You get official, just wait it out.
Okay, Vinod out in 5th place.
We're here again.
Yeah, here we are again. A little better than last time, though.
Much better start, I would say. But yeah, still sad nonetheless.
But PLO tomorrow, so I'm sure you're happy about that. But let's go back to today, because there was a couple of spots I want to talk about. One was a big hand against Azhar, where he had to fold ace-jack. He ended up having the boat. Was it the 7 of spades really saved you there, or did you put him on something more specific?
Yeah, I think by the river, it was quite obvious that I was beat, because almost everything got there. There were like very few bluffs he could have. And I think I got, like, the run out helped me out.
Yeah.
So I think that played to my advantage. But I think I saved myself on the flop, because it could have gone a lot of ways. And luckily I chose the right route. And yeah, it paid off. But didn't work out in the end.
Jagdeep just had won the previous hand before the break. So he just chipped up by, I think now he had 2 big blinds more than me. So, you know, at this point now, being the shortest stack in a bounty format is not where you want to be. So, like, coming back from the break, I thought, you know, it would kind of make sense. Like, I kind of knew that small blind, big blind was going to be the very next hand. So I, you know, figured that I'd have to basically try to, like, not be the shortest stack, because I didn't want to, like, blind myself down and not give myself a chance to win. So I kind of had to take this high variance route. And because 80% of the time he's not going to have a hand to call, and he's going to fold a lot of better hands as well. So turns out he had one of those 20% hands that he could call. You know, so today, like, cause it started off quite well for me. Everyone was playing, at least I started off with the table, I set the aggressive template. And I think as the hands kept coming, people just kept, you know, there were a lot of 3 bets, a lot of 4 bets. And I think people picked up on the dynamic that people were raising a lot pre-flop. That in fact, everyone kind of realized that this was a table where you just had to, you know, keep finding these spots, because there was no way you could chip up otherwise. Like, you would have to find these bluffs, which, you know, is shows that how tough the lineup is, where you kind of have to fight for every spot.
And just like that, back-to-back eliminations means we're down to 4 players. Nobody's short. Everybody has at least 50 big blinds. Plenty of action to come. Every player now guaranteed positive 10 points. That's where you want to be. Have some positive points going into day 2 of the circuit. 2 of these players have bounties as well. There's 80 points in terms of the leaderboard up on offer. 3 bounties still to go. Lots to play for. Another mystery hand perhaps. Jagdeep opens on the button. And Ruben, understandably, 3-betting ace-queen off from the small. Deep seems to be not done with his hand and rips it, and Ruben insta-calls. These are a lot of blinds to go in. Let's see what he has.
That's queens over there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's queens again for Jagdeep, running hot. Ruben on the verge of elimination. Needs an ace.
Well, only 3 of those left in the deck, so pray, pray, pray is the meta. Oh, it works! The ace comes through. Ruben Labru, alive.
Alive and thriving. He's going to be up to 121,000. Jagdeep crippled down to half a starting stack. Like I said, these were a lot of blinds to go in there. What a time to catch the ace. Ruben emerging as the clear chip lead on the table, 121,000 in his stack. Blinds up to 800, 1600. Four-handed under the gun is essentially the cutoff. Ruben, though, has 5-3 off, doesn't engage.
Justin, who we've barely seen, has been quietly going about his business.
24.
Not so quiet anymore. He puts Jagdeep all in with King Jack off, and Jagdeep wakes up with what I think is a must-call hand. It's 15 bigs, but Jagdeep knows the math. You have to go with it. Go with it, he does. He's going to be in the lead.
Classic.
Jagdeep at risk, his bounty in play, but ahead for now, and an ace on the flop, and not much for Jaswin to write home about.
Window, दीवार, photo frame, सब सुंदर है ये एकदम.
ये तो आना
That's out. That's out.
I said 10. ये तो आना ही था.
That's the other out.
Bro, ये तो आना ही था.
That's the other out. Sweat के बिना कैसे
हो सकता है?
Oh my God.
No way.
No. ये क्या हुआ? What just?
Oh my goodness. Azhar and Ruben literally high-fiving because they just laddered up and got more points.
That was, oh my God, we were just thinking without sweat कैसे होगा? That was too much.
He hit the ace, which he had, like he called off with ace 7 correctly. And when he hit the ace, like it was completely dead for me because the only hand I could make was backdoor, runner, pairs, right? So I got the backdoor straight. I called for it though, so that felt good. That made me feel like, chalo, at least the run is good. And yeah, got me those extra 15 points.
Poker's fun, huh? Punished for playing excellent again once more. Sick last hand there. Justin just goes runner. What was going through your mind? You had to call off a pretty serious jam in the first place, and it was good.
Yeah, I was just thinking if like it's gonna be ICM call or fold. Like I don't play tournaments that often, so I was just like thinking about it. But then I probably figured out that I have to call this.
Fair enough. You were talking in the other room, we were discussing a little bit about the point system. You wanted to get a little clarity because you didn't play season 1, of course, and one of the major things from that is that people are trying to figure out how to navigate these points. Have you given that much thought yet, or have you developed a strategy?
Not yet, but I'm like, I think like 20% through it.
20%? All right.
Trying to figure out what I need to do. That's a start. This table today was mad because it was like kind of street poker going on. Like people like 3-betting with like random hands with the 3x, 4x, and people 4-betting with similar kind of hands. So it was a lot of like, because people knew each other, there was a lot of, like meta in the games. And that's why it was a lot of fun.
We've reached 3-handed play much quicker than we did on table 1, which means we are plenty deep, over 60 big blinds average. It's all to play for, and these 3 contenders know what they're doing. I would argue that these are the 3 most street players we have at the circuit. I'm certainly looking forward to some fireworks.
$52.
Definitely as Ruben Labru opens the action. Ruben, extra creative. Azhar, extra aggressive. Jaswin, extra perceptive. What a combination.
And Azhar once again with a premium holding, once again hoping to not get credit considering his reputation for playing all kinds of hands. Ruben has opened from the small blind over 3x, pretty standard with an ace. And now Azhar has 3-betted.
All in.
And Ruben has ripped it. He's ripped a huge stack, almost 70 bigs, is it?
I cover.
Azhar flicked that chip in to call super fast as well.
What a misstep and a favorable spot for Azhar.
चौकी मजा तो बहुत आएगा वैसे. चौकी लग गई तो फील तो बहुत आएगी.
The turn brings a few opportunities.
Chopping out?
Easy. I'm not too.
You're not greedy?
Not demanding.
No greedy?
Close.
And Azhar eliminates Ruben.
Check the plan बना दिया था.
Bit of a blow up. Azhar with a huge stack heading into heads up.
All right, Ruben, third place, good start. You're playing fearless poker out there. You were 3 and 4 betting pretty much anything that had an ace. Were you just trying to put massive pressure?
That was the idea, but I was also picking my opponents. I wasn't doing it randomly. Trying to sense weakness. Sometimes I feel like when people feel pushed around, they like overplay hands and stuff. So I was just picking like new opponents to do it with against every time. So that was the idea, of course, max pressure.
Fair enough, but you do know that those two guys are specifically psychos, right? So
it's okay. I like psychos. It's like either I go or one of us bust basically, so it's okay.
Finally, were we just short after that big hand that you got into with Azhar, where you I think 4-bet ace 4 and he turns up with ace king. After that, what happened?
I'm small blind. I 3x ace 4 off on him, and he 3-bets me from big blind, which I was expecting, and I had a game plan all along. I'm like, let him keep doing it. I'm going to keep jamming. And I did the same. I had ace 4 off this hand and I just jammed on him. 3-way seems not so bad, to be honest. And especially as an aggressive player. So, I don't mind my spot at all, to be honest. And I really wanted to hit the 4. I was just I'm going to give it dirty to him. But that's fine.
I started 3-betting Ruben a lot, and I know that is something that doesn't sit well with him because, he's a player who likes to fight back. He likes to fight back. So he doesn't sit well when you're trying to push him around. And in those spots, when you pick up the right hand at the right time, things will happen. So this hand it was Ruben and me blind versus blind. He raised from the small blind to 3x, and I 3-bet him. I had ace king off, standard spot. And for some reason, he decided to pile in 70 big blinds. I snap called because it's a spot where it's a no-brainer to call that hand. And he had ace 4 off. So thank you, Ruben, I guess.
My idea was either I play heads up with the Jaswin or Azhar plays heads up with Jaswin, and either way it goes 2-1 basically because one of us will have a big stack. It's 3, I've locked up some points and then I give myself a lead to get up to 80 points. So I don't mind it so much. And also it works very well because he has an aggressive image, and when you run good, when you pick up cards in that, it just works wonders for you, So you can just dominate the entire field. I think what most people don't understand is that if I do this, something which no one does, no one jams 70 bigs, right? It makes no sense. It's a very unorthodox play. But if I do this and the other person thinks I'm capable of doing it, the future EV is very high. People start 3-betting you, people start flatting more. I get a lot of advantage if they have this impression in their mind that someone can do this. I just get a lot of locks in the future. I get a lot of flats in the future. I mean, this is how it works. It has always worked like this for me, and I don't really regret it that much. It's an ace-x, blind on blind against an aggressive player. I don't mind it. 3-way, it's fine.
Ruben Labru explaining the method to his madness there, and now we're left with Azhar and Jaswin battling it out in a deep stack heads-up battle.
So it's the legend versus the prodigy. Mohammad Azhar versus Jaswin Sehgal. Youthful aggression versus the wisdom of ages. Who will come out on top as these two lock horns for the final bounty and the points? One question remains. Will experience reign supreme, or will raw firepower steal the show? It's time for Heads Up.
Mohammad Azhar coming into heads up with a 2-1 chip lead. Very favorable spot to be in, but this is heads up. Tables can turn in just a moment. One hand goes all in and your stacks can get flipped. We see a beautiful shot of his card protector there, the Thor hammer, Mjolnir, I believe it's called.
Yes, sir. Great concept for a card protector because only he who is worthy can pick it up. So your cards are very much safe.
Ace-Jack is open on the button as it should be. Jack-7 of diamonds defended in the big blind as it should also be. And we see the 8-6-3, 2 spades board. Most of the time you will not be connecting with the flop and you have to fight for every pot. That's exactly what Jaswin is doing. He catches the open-ender, bets out with the semi-bluff. Azhar seems to be not convinced. He knows ace-high is going to be good so often in heads-up. He checked behind on the flop. His hand is essentially under-repped. And he makes the correct call. 11 outs for Jaswin. Otherwise, ace-high is still good. And the 4 of hearts means the ace-high indeed gets the check mark. And now the question, does Jaswin want to go for it?
Go for it he does.
20.
Oh, it's big. It's a big bet. It's polarized. 25,000 into about the same in the pot. This is a huge ask for Azhar. If he's wrong, Jaswin will end up evening stacks.
It's early on in this heads up, setting the tone. Jaswin trying to assert his dominance. But Azhar has not folded yet. Not convinced, as you said, Bidwar.
That's a time bank he wants to use, wants to think about it more. Seems to know that Jaswin would be doing this with all kinds of hands that would have equity on the turn. Jack 10 comes to mind, perhaps hands as wide as anything with a 7 in it.
Any 2 spades as well.
Indeed. Azhar only blocks 1 spade, has the Jack of spades. It's not the perfect calling candidate, but sometimes it's just about your gut. Oh, he does it. Makes the call, and that 2-1 chip lead is now 3-1.
And I wonder what Jaswin makes of that, because he's usually the guy with the reads. Now he's come up against someone who's just read him like a book.
Jaswin is no spring chicken, and I mean that in the best way possible. He will be adjusting to this dynamic instantly. Azhar, meanwhile, looking confident. Thor hammer, the shades, the chips. What more could he want in his first ever showing at the circuit? Has a couple of bounties, has locked in at least second place points.
This is actually not bad. This is not bad. His is Labru thinks he's crazy. I think he has measured aggression. Yeah, he's smart. Yeah.
Shoves Jack 8 of diamonds.
Ek patte bhai.
Jaswin wakes up with an ace. He's always calling at this stack depth. We have a 55-45 situation.
Right. Yes.
Little extra spin. Oops. Didn't quite get it rolling the way he wants to.
Not working, bro.
It will.
Placing it on his own cards. That's quite stylish.
Okay. Let's go. 8, 8, 8. Boom. 7 is coming. That's even worse. There's more outs. More outs than the first time.
Some extra outs in the form of a 7.
Boom, 7.
But more outs is bad.
No. For me, more outs is good. Less outs is bad for me. Come on. Boom. 7.
I don't know, Addy. Azhar had me convinced. I thought it was coming. It's just a 4, though.
You see the hammer stop spinning. That's not a good sign.
Uh-oh. Can he pull it off?
Even Thor has stopped, bro.
King means Jaswin gets the double. It ain't over till it's over.
Nice. It's back. Comfortably. Mr. Jas.
Change, bro. It's pocket change for you.
Nothing.
Azhar still in control, though. A 4-1 chip lead.
He started off very deep, and obviously he had the chip advantage. And also he plays a lot of cash games, so he knows table dynamics, and he knows he plays good heads up. Yellow 5 also give me Jack 10, anything is good.
An ace on the button.
10.
2.5x open, and queens for Jaswin. Exactly what you want to see at this stage. He could 3-bet, he could jam, and he just decides to call trappy out of position.
I like that from Jaswin, mixing it up a bit.
The board is undercards to the queen, exactly what you want to see, and a pair for Azhar as well. He continuation bets. It's a small bet again. Jaswin could check call. His stack is so small that he could find ways to get chips into the middle afterwards. But he decides to check raise. This actually exudes a lot of strength. He's put in a third of his stack. Check raising on the Jack 4-3, a very dry board. Azhar could get away from this one. No.
Interesting.
Not a believer. And now look at the pot, Addy. 70,000 in the middle, 43,000 left in Jaswin's stack, and a queen top set. It's actually not the best card for Jaswin. Another overcard to Azhar's pair. And Jaswin finds the check. He knows he has a lock on this hand. But how to get Azhar to put any more chips into the middle? It goes check, check, and now a 6. Some of Jaswin's bluffs got there as well. Jaswin jams it. I don't see how Azhar can call this. It's barely a bluff catcher. He cannot beat pretty much any hand Jaswin is check raising on the flop apart from ace-2s. Perhaps ace-5. A lot of those hands might jam pre-flop, but that doesn't matter to Azhar. He makes a huge hero call.
Where does that come from? How much?
Azhar, that comes from Jaswin's years of experience, making people wonder where did that come from.
43. Now you have the chip lead, Jas.
Not sure, yeah?
Yeah.
Azhar maybe knows Jaswin doesn't have the chip lead, but is trying to say that Jaswin does.
I think he even stacks.
Mind games in full force.
I think you still have a little more.
Stacks close to even. Jaswin will use the momentum. King 6. Limps it on the button. Tricky. Nazar raises it. Takes it
Were
down.
you calling a pre-flop raise in that hand? No.
That's where my life went wrong, no? In that hand. Pre-flop. फंस गया मैं.
I don't know.
That
I think
in the sense like
Azhar might have called a raise in that hand. Like I said, mind games. Queens again for Jaswin. And Azhar has raised. Does he want to trap again this time? Nah, reaching for the big chips. He's much deeper stacked now.
Tell me how many points the second.
not falling for that trick.
I called you with bottom pair there, you know that. I called with ace 3 because for me in my mind it was supposed to be, you're supposed to have something like what you showed or nothing.
It's up 3-6 and we will play this fly until the end.
Isn't that the mark of a good poker player? Making your opponent feel you either have it or you have nothing. Tens for Jaswin. The premiums keep on coming.
How much more of this can Azhar handle?
12.
2x open on the button and Azhar quickly makes the call. Queen 6 off. Not the juiciest of pre-flop holdings.
7-4-7, not the juiciest of flops for Azhar. Goes check check though.
Oh, a trap by Jaswin, but it's actually one of the best cards in the deck for Azhar. Look at the outs it's given him. He has the only diamond, he has the open-ender, and the queen to boot. 16 outs. A semi-bluff and a call in position by Jaswin. The trap has worked thus far. And not anymore. It's backfired with the queen on the river. One of the cards that Jaswin is unlikely to suspect Azhar to have. And Azhar bets it big and snap call by Jaswin.
No man, that's not cool.
It's always funny when you have a hand like Azhar's. If the open-ended straight flush draw and then the sneaky top pair just gets there.
How much?
32.
Poker is not cool sometimes, indeed.
Talking about a massive turn for you also.
6 of diamonds. But I've done this like 8 times with you already, Jaswin.
I'm in cockroach mode.
Yeah, you just come back every time.
Let's see if the comeback can be engaged with Jack 5 off though. Let's go.
Seriously, man, you're like so bad. You're so bad. Twice I've been like just ready to, hit snap call.
Azhar had a premium.
I've been just thinking that, I have to dodge this, I have to dodge that, and then this match is finished. We can go chill.
I don't think we have enough time to chill though. I'm guessing the...
Yeah. We are waiting for you. See, we don't have only time to chill. Just why are you making it late for everyone, Baba?
I know Azhar sounds like he's frustrated, but I have a feeling it's just mind games.
I'm giving you full pleasure. And I'm... See, what about this? Fucker?
My first fold!
Oh, it's Jaswin who woke up with the kings.
That was my first fold, right? In a while.
Yeah. That's so sick.
Like you see yummy kings and then you get a walk. Now you know how I felt.
I'm like hopefully looking up to see you do something like this.
Oh, they're definitely having fun out there. Little speech play, back and forth. Some good hands. Some good folds.
Casual, huh? Casual 15K.
And now, with similar hands.
Justin is the kind of player, we saw this in Season 1, does not like to get it in too light pre-flop. A lot of players could take hands such as Queen 8 suited and jam them pre. Justin likes to see the flop. Wants to give himself the best chance of getting it in, a heavy favorite.
So long, I'm confused now.
9-6-5. Queen 8 is a bit more playable on a board like this, but Justin is the much shorter stack. Azhar could steal this. Decides to just check. Another 5 means Azhar well in the lead still. Justin needs some chop outs, or a 7 or an 8. And there is the 8. Check mark for Mr. Sehgal.
32.
And he value betted confidently.
Just saying, you're tormenting with my brain, bro. Literally, you're fucking with my brain right now. It's like I'm living in this thing, the Matrix. We keep replaying the same scene again and again. You take a double up, then you reach a stack, then I give a big dent, then you crawl back up slowly, and then we repeat again. You tilted me, man. अरे तो हमारा रिंग गेम चला जितने देर उससे ज़्यादा देर तो उनके साथ हेड्स अप खिला दिया बिठा के और ये ना हार रहे हैं ना जीत रहे हैं जबरदस्ती बिठा के रखा है बस.
Amazing. Jaswin currently living rent-free in Azhar's head. Not going down.
Like, can't even tell you what pain I'm in right now.
Jaswin has done this to so many people over the ages.
बाट झमाझम उधर खत्म कर एक आध सेटअप में यार आगे पीछे करके नया मैच खेलना है.
Machine that he is. And the man who fancies himself Neo in this story, I guess, is he the star of the Matrix? Is that what Azhar is insinuating? Does that make Jaswin the machines?
For now, that's definitely the case. He can be anywhere, he can do anything. We have a battle between the same hand, Jack 9 suited taking on Jack 9 suited. The flop whiffs them both. Azhar in position, continuation bets. And look at this, Jaswin is floating with Jack 9. Just backdoors, Jack high. He has the backdoor club draw, backdoor straight draw. None of those come in. And now what do? And this is Jaswin in a nutshell. He doesn't care how short stacked he is. If he thinks the spot is right, he'll float.
You win.
It goes check, check, and Azhar says you win.
You win.
Okay.
It's your showdown first.
No. Almost got him to make a rookie mistake. Jaswin Sehgal, good effort there.
You win.
That's why I wanted you to muck.
You win. Brother, we want winner. One winner. No 2-2 winner in heads up game.
Damn. But great instinct over there also. I knew, like, just muck it. Though when you say you win, Jack High should be good most of the times.
Should be, right? I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to throw away this heads up very shortly.
What a heads up battle. Azhar with the speech play and the mind games. But he does look actually frustrated, I have to say.
The old school way, you know? Kill their patience and then just pick up.
Yeah, that's the thing. It all starts as fun and games and mind games, and then suddenly it gets all serious, and you're like, oh, this game is not as fun anymore. Now it's real.
Meanwhile, look at this man, Justin, cool, calm, collected, an ace on the button. Could limp, could open. He has been trappy this time. Goes 2x. Queens for Azhar. In comes the 3-bet. Justin has a very strong hand heads up.
Even stacks pretty much.
About 25 to 30 big blinds deep effective.
All in.
Oh, he jams it. This is surely it. Azhar snap calls it. Heavy favorite to take it down.
Oh, damn. Ace is live.
Ace is live indeed, but you still have to hit it.
Oh, hit him, man, hit him.
Hit me.
Hit him.
Feeling it. Oh.
Feelings are mutual.
You feeling it as well? Chalo.
No ace, but a ton of backdoors.
Backdoor clubs.
Not really.
Runner.
Okay, put it.
The 5 is a brick though, so it comes down to this. An ace on the river needed, otherwise Azhar ships his first ever circuit event.
And there we go. The circuit. Welcome to Mohammad Azhar.
Good game, man. You grinded me out. You grilled me out. You grilled me.
Azhar was playing well and he was hitting some really good hands, and he got a big gift from Ruben when we were 3-handed. And he had like pretty much all the chips in play. Like he had, I think, 250k and I had 100k. And I managed to grind him down, or like make him play for a while. Like I kept chipping up, chipping down, chipping up, chipping down, and eventually he won.
Justin, congratulations. Second place, running good, playing good again in season 2.
Definitely cannot complain. I had my share of good cards, good run. Thought I played well also. It was pretty solid. So I like the way it's going.
You went up against a pretty tough guy. Azhar is always famously fairly aggressive. You're, of course, no stranger to tough opponents. What was it like specifically playing him?
So he is very tricky. He also plays a lot of cash games, so he's familiar with the live table dynamics.
The dark arts.
The dark arts, yeah. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
And now this sets you up pretty decently. No one's actually guaranteed qualification, but you're in a pretty safe spot. Does that change your approach at all?
It's always going to be, I'm going to play to win. I'm not looking at the board until and unless it's important for me to, know that I need these many points to qualify. Till then, I just look at number one, I want to win, and I want to just keep winning. And I want to take it down.
I went through the point structure. I actually thought a lot of PNCs of how this could, go down differently. Like me winning one event and doing bad in all the others, me doing moderate in all of them. But I think in the end, what I could figure was you need one solid victory and like consistent performance throughout the series, and that should be able to pack it in completion. Like that should just be able to do it, because if you have one good solid victory and some non-negative scores, that should be enough to put you through for the final table.
Azhar and Ruben picked up the heat, and they're both like really aggressive players. They play a wide range of hands. They play a lot of street poker also. Yeah, that you can see that, in their chip stack.
Azhar, I think he's also kind of street player only. He can also do very, very crazy things.
I mean, Azhar is coming off fresh from a win in GOAT. He came third. So, and this game is about momentum, right? I mean, he has momentum on his side.
He is a pretty good player, because one of the ways I see people who are good at something is they want to fight it out with people who are better than them, And while I've been playing with him, I've noticed that he doesn't back down from a fight. He fights.
But I think I'll have a great chance at surprising them, because they don't know what's waiting for them in the store.
How about that? The newcomers showing up in full force. Mohammad Azhar taking top spot right there. Jagdeep also opening his account. They were to be feared. They are to be feared. So, how does the leaderboard look after event number 2 has concluded? Let's take a look. Sitting comfortable on top, Abhishek Goendy with 140 points. What a way to start this series. Mohammad Azhar, newcomer, 125 points because he won game number 2. Zarvan, Jusvin, 75 points each. Positions 5, 6, and 7 belong to Pavan, Ruben, and Jagdeep respectively, 40 points apiece. Pratibha and Gaurav take 10 points home, and then the minus points begin. Vinod with -5, defending champion Lakshpal Singh and Chiggy with minus 10 points each. Navi and Ashish minus 20 both. So that's where we are with the leaderboard. Goendy and Azhar, of course, extremely happy with their top 2 spots. More than 100 points. Should be pretty safe, but not quite safe enough. You always got to remember who's climbing up that ladder behind you. Right then, that's it from us here. See you in the next one.